Welcome to Dobro Shoulder Cam. Let's start with some open position scales, starting on our 5th string, 1st fret. So our root note is on that 1st fret. We ascend from there, ending our root note there. Now we can keep going up that scale to a 2nd octave. I'm going to go as far as the 3rd fret, 1st string, and then descend. I can keep going down from there, and then back to the root. So that gives us a bunch of options, kind of all the notes available from up to the 3rd fret as a position to play out of. That's a really useful position for many different tunes in the key of C or the key of A minor, because A minor is the relative minor of C major. Billy in the low ground, for instance. Next, we'll do some exercises on a single string, or at least primarily a single string. For C, we're going to have to start on the 5th string, 1st fret, and ascend from there onto the 1st string open, and then we can just use that one string. And I'm picking all of that with my middle finger on my right hand, other than the first couple notes. Probably use a thumb, and then right to my middle finger. You can descend from there as well. Now, I'm sliding the bar quickly into the next note, and as I get to that position, almost simultaneously picking with my right hand. The idea there is to be really nailing those pitches as close as possible to in tune. It's hard to do, but this is great to get your ear really working and work on your intonation on that 1st string. We don't want to add any vibrato either. We don't want to be shaking the bar around. We're really trying to establish pure notes as much as we can with this sort of exercise. Once we started to dial in our intonation and get those pitches as close as we can get, we can move on a little bit to adding some slides, so a little more articulation into the scale, just to practice some of our bar control. So the same scale, and I'm going to add some slides in. So pick, 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 slide, and then pick, slide, pick, slide. I can do a similar thing ascending. So pick the 1st note and slide back one. Then you have to pick the last 2 notes. Finally, another exercise for bar control is to play as much of this scale as we can with just doing one slide. It's going to sound like this. So I pick the first couple notes up to the 2nd fret, 1st string, and then slide quickly into each note while maintaining that string ringing out. I can do the same thing ascending. We can also use a melodic banjo type of technique to get this scale. We use this in the farewell try-on lesson. So let's start on the 5th fret, and then we're going to alternate a note with a bar with an open string, and then the 5th fret on the 5th string, 6th fret, now the 3rd string, open, 7th fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret open, 2nd string open, and 5th fret, 3rd string. I can descend as well. Finally, we've got some closed position scales. I'll give you one here and do a little bit more of a deep dive into this on a different lesson. Starting on that 5th fret, 6th string again, we're going to move up 2 frets from there. I'm sort of trying to stay within a couple frets of my my bar position here over the 5th fret. I can keep ascending from there as well. Now the last little portion of that, we use some of that single string technique to finish out the scale because we've run out of strings to go this way with, right? So. I can descend from there. Now that being a closed position, that means there's no open strings being used. We can move that around wherever we want. So say I want to play in B flat and I don't want to put a capo on. Great, you can do it in D as well. Really, anywhere you want to start that pattern and use that selection of notes, that's a major scale and it's closed, so move it around and away you go.